Hi, everybody. We are live for our virtual short. I'm going to just give it a couple minutes to give people time to find us on YouTube and get themselves hooked in.
Yes, they can
They
see
can.
you.
Hi, everybody, then. Okay, we are starting. And it's actually, okay, we're starting a little late, but it's Mercury retrograde. Give us a break. All right, so welcome to our inaugural virtual short. We are going to boldly go where no virtual performance has gone before. I might be exaggerating. But before I start, just give me a couple of minutes to share with you a little bit about what it is that we're doing today that's different and why it matters. First of all, in the scheme of things, what we're doing today, I have very little to do with it. It's really about our tech guru, Matt Berman, and Christopher Denny, our music director, who also has been so instrumental in helping to get Jam Kazam, the platform we're using, developed so that we can do this. And then there's me. I'm just kind of taking it out for a first ride. So, why is this different? Well, we have we have really had to adjust to things in this new paradigm, haven't we? Performers and audiences. And I have to say that I just don't think that I don't think that the internet was ready for us because the most valuable part of live performance is the interaction, the collaboration between the musicians and then therefore the audience. It's that magic, that spark that you never do the same thing twice. And we haven't been able to really do that for performers. We have been playing to recorded music, we've been accompanying ourselves, we've been sneaking people into our house when necessary, but none of that is a substitute for real live collaboration safely in this paradigm. And that's where Jam Kazam comes in. Now, add this new ability to collaborate live with musicians in real time, wherever you are, which in our thing, I'm in Queens, and Chris is home somewhere in Manhattan, and Matt is somewhere down in southern Manhattan. Um, so, in addition to all of that, and for professional performers, setting up at least a reasonable audio and video system at home that Matt Berman's been really helping a lot of people with, well, so much is possible. So much is possible. And we owe it to our audience to continue to figure out how to make this work so that it's worthy of being in your living room. So, okay, although we know that this is groundbreaking, what we're about to do, uh, none of us are doing this for the as a technology seminar. That's not what this is going to be. If you want one of those, you go to Cabaret Hotspot. They have some tutorials, one in particular that was taught by Christopher Denny. And You can go there. But for us, we are really hoping that you find this to be very entertaining and you get to really enjoy the live collaborative effort between Chris and I. Hey, Chris,
Yeah, hi. How are you?
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Matt, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay,
Here goes.
the show begins. It isn't your embrace or your delightful face that makes me know I made the wisest choice. And though your voice is not my favorite voice, I love to hear you sing off key in the key of Z. But hey, that's okay by me. I'll tell you why. My life is better by half. You make me laugh. When I'm about to burst, the day has been the worst, and I can only sit and stew a while. You got a smile that always makes me smile, and that is halfway to a grin. Let the grin begin, precluding the mood I'm in. You should have been on a sitcom comedy staff. You make me laugh. And no matter the joy that we know in this life, there also will be tears. I can't think of anyone else who could soothe my fears, not these fears. And so I'm thunderstruck by my colossal luck. I always knew the one who won my heart would be clever and smart. Double duty, my sides are good and sore from rolling on the floor. And oh, there's one thing more. You make me laugh. Oh, come on, don't do that. Oh. Okay. You should have been on the Daily Show staff. You make me laugh. And no matter the joy that we know in this life, there also will be tears. I can't think of anyone else who will soothe my fears, not these fears. It isn't your embrace or your delightful face. It's more the way you make my spirit soar. As I mentioned before, I love your kind of kindness too. The little things you say and do, but most of all, the fact that you make me. Oh my gosh, you are such a goof. All right, we did it. Oh, we're not done with the show, but hey, we got through our first one. That was written by Shelley Markham and the Tom Tose. And just so that you know, we are going to spotlight contemporary writers and composers for every one of our virtual shorts. So any composers out there who'd like to submit something for our consideration, we would love that. But we really think that's important to get great music out there that you may not be familiar with. And that was one of them. And that leads me to think of just recently, I saw with my old cast of Christmas Carol, Alan Menken and Lynn Ahrens. They wrote a show together back in the late 90s, A Christmas Carol, the version that was done at the Paramount Theater at Madison Square Garden. And we did that for 10 seasons. I was part of 6 of them. And we just recently got together to record a song from the show that we are going to, I understand is going to be released somewhere around the holidays. So that's something to look forward to. But oh my gosh, to get together with those people again remotely was just amazing. I mean, this was a huge cast. And the show has so many memories. We used to do 15 shows a day. I mean, 15 shows a week, 15 shows a day, I would be dead, but 15 shows a week. And we used to rehearse at 890 Broadway, that great old rehearsal location. And, you know, the show was such that you were shot out of a cannon from the beginning. There was no intermission. And by the end, you were sweating profusely. And if you weren't, then you weren't doing your job. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, it was bringing back some memories, and it brought back the memory of my first hug by a rock star. The first season that I was involved in, Roger Daltrey was Scrooge. And first season, about 2 weeks into rehearsal, there was scheduled a run through, and I came to rehearsal that day only to find out that I was going to have to fill in for one of the parts that I understudied. No pressure. But anyway, so we start the run through, and we get to the end, and I'm telling you, it was pretty good run through. Actually, it was pretty amazing. Some of them had already done the show before, so that helped probably. But anyway, you know, this icon who I adored, Roger Daltrey. You know the Who, Roger Daltrey. You know, he near the end of the show, he's standing in front of me because we are about to embrace. His character is supposed to embrace the person I'm filling in for. And we're at that moment. I'm like, oh, wow. Except I have a moment of, Roger as a rock star is like, his stature is just like, but as a person, he's short. He's very short. And I'm looking at the trajectory of his face to my body, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be awkward. And oh my God, I was getting so self-conscious. It was like, oh, how are we going to do this? We have never rehearsed this, and blah, 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 blah. And here he comes towards me for the embrace. And just as our bodies touch, he switches his head right into my smelly, sweaty armpit. That was my first hug by a rock star. Really, it's a memory I wish I didn't remember, but I do. Anyway, yes, people, that is the kind of show this is going to be. So listen, before we do our last song, I just want to do some last minute stuff. Please, if you want to know when we're doing our next one, the best way to be informed is to go to my website, annkittredge.com contacts, and join my newsletter. We will also be posting it all over social media, so please, friend me on those. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And just so that you know, we are going to keep pushing the envelope. Today, it's Chris and I. We're going to do a duet next time. Surprise guest. You'll see it in the ads. And and we also, if you so want, we have a tip jar through Venmo, Ann-Kittredge, ANN-KITTREDGE. And I think that's it for all that kind of stuff. I think we're ready for our next song. How about you, Chris? How about you, Matt?
Absolutely ready.
Okay, so this one is actually Chris and my first collaboration. It's very timely. I hope you like it. Let's take it from there. We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, if you wanna know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some. just for everyone. What the world needs now is love. Love for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I want to just give a quick shout out to congratulations to the Mabel Mercer Foundation for their first virtual cabaret convention. Woohoo! They did such a terrific job. See you next time. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Chris. Goodbye, everybody.